Okay, so this song is called Chromatic Cabaret, and as the title suggests, it has a lot of chromaticism in it. It's in 5 parts, and I will put these up on the screen to be able to look at it and then bring these, I guess, lead sheets so we could look at them. So, of the 5 parts, the first and the last are purely instrumental. And then I had an idea when I was just playing through this. There were a couple parts where I thought it'd be cool if Diane sort of did some of the vocals, followed the vocals, maybe without words, just sort of like as a melodic instrument. And the influence of that is Philip Glass, and specifically the album he did called Songs from Liquid Days, which had Linda Ronstadt and some other folks on it, and was a melding of his kind of contemporary classical approaches and pop music. So it's kind of interesting in that sense. The other influences here would be Michael Nyman, specifically with the piano and the horn parts, if you've heard Michael Nyman's work. And then also some, at the end, some Gershwin, just as far as some of the progressions. So what I'll do for these is just simply go through and kind of explain what's happening, and then I'll try to comp some of this, so if you want to play along with it and get a sense of things. Again, a ton of chromaticism, and I'm trying to indicate the chords when I can, but sometimes it gets kind of complex. So the cabaret, then, it's in 5 parts, and the first part, each is themed, is called marquee, like the idea that you see the sign in front of the cabaret before you go in. It's kind of themed on this idea of going to this cabaret show. So it would have a triplet in this like whole song. I try to use a lot of syncopation, triplets, and also, as I said, a lot of chromaticism and accented syncopated stuff. So for this first part, there would be a drum pickup of just 3 notes, a triplet. It would be just dot, 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 3 notes. And then this first part is going to go through with descending notes. So in the bass line, I'm playing an F, E, E flat, D. I'll just refer to flats in this whole piece as opposed to sharps. And the chords are kind of going as they descend from G minor diminished, an E flat inverted, but I'm still keeping kind of the D flat in there. So it's giving it like a 7 feel, I guess. And then the last chord, I guess, is a G half minor 7. And then that's going to have a leading tone of E flat, and in the bass, a D flat. So it's a little dissonant before I go back to the top. So what this is like then, I'll just play the chords and then I'll do the rhythm. So it's going to go. And then we're going to get that leading tone. So E flat up here and D flat, sorry, on the bass, and then we go back to the top again. So it just descends, and we're going to do it 4 times is the idea. And this is kind of the resolution. And then we get that leading tone, the tension. Once more. The E flat. And then we go to the G minor, the resolution, tension. And so we'll do that 4 times through. And what I'll do is I'll play the, I think I indicated that in here. I'm just, again, this is kind of new. I think I said it here 4 times. Yeah, so we'll say 4 times for now. And I was thinking at the end of this, I'll do a hold, and then the guitar will probably play through that. But let me show you what the rhythm is going to be like. So we're going to have the 3 pickup notes, the triplets from the drums. Dot, dot, dot. So it kind of, again, has a triplet feel. So the hits on this will be like dun 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 dun. So those are kind of like the percussive hits, and I don't know what the drums would be doing that or on that or the guitar. But kind of this first part's very percussive and dramatic, and then in that little rest in between each of the hits as the chord descends the 4 times, I'll just do like a little noodly thing up here with the horns and the woodwinds. So I think it'll be something like this. But all you have to really worry about are just those hits. And so the noodling stuff will just be kind of where the rest is for the drums and the guitar. So we would do that 4 times. And then I think what'll happen is I'll just play the last time. What I'll do is I'm going to hold the F in the bass, and then this is going to segue into section 2 of the song, which is called Ticket Booth. So you're going to the ticket booth to pick up your will call tickets. So we'll do that last part, and then I'll hold the note. And I think as this is held, the guitar would do something. And on this part, in this transition part from 1 to 2, it's sort of maybe D minor or F major. Probably feels more D minor to me, just because I'm only playing a dyad up here and then F in the bass note. So whatever the guitar did on top of that. So I think the last one will stop as normal. Hold that, so the guitar would be playing now something, and then I think on the top I'm just going to do some really slow sustained notes. And we're moving into part 2, so this is called Ticket Booth. This is really a straight time. Section 4 has a swing to it. The bass part, which is going to be G minor, I'm just playing kind of the triad there, G, B flat, and D when it starts. They're going to be really straight, so not a lot of swinging or syncopation. And then I'm going to have a top part of F, A flat, B flat, C playing on top of that. So kind of a G minor, half diminished 9 or something, whatever that chord means. So I'll just probably keep sustaining on this. And then I'll probably keep the top part playing, the right hand, and I'll just kind of release this, and then you're going to start hearing the bass again very straight. This is very like Philip Glass from just about anything. And I think on this, I was trying to think if Diane sang like, again, without words, just a little melodic thing, an F or a D or both, maybe just some sustain. You could kind of decide, like, if the D should be in there too. It gives a little more movement, I guess. And then, again, I don't know what the guitar and the drums are doing here. Straight time, it's not like super fast. And then what's gonna happen is I'm gonna introduce the top, try to sync it so that the G and the F are playing at the same time. I don't know if I did sync that. And I might just hold and sustain the F and then go back into line. Yeah, I think that's probably better. Sorry, screwed that up, but maybe do that. Did I do that 4 times through? Let's try it. Yeah, do that 4 times. So again, very straight time. And then with the F, A flat, B flat, C, because you got 4 and 3, and you're gonna theoretically get some movement of the top notes up against, like counterpoint or something, up against the bass notes. So I'm just gonna write on that. That's times 4. That part. And again, I think what would happen is the bass is playing. Maybe if Diane did that like sustained F or D's on the top while I'm playing the counterpoint part, it would be fine. You know, sort of sustained. I'll just comp this a little bit so then you can kind of practice up against it. Sorry, I don't always hit that on the 1. Listen, because I don't know if it always sounds good with hitting those on the same, on the 1. Here is going to be 3 kind of triplet hits. I don't know how we'll cue it. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And then, so we do that 3 times, the 3 triplet hits of that. And then this next section is like going to the bar and getting a drink. And I think what'll happen is we'll do that, and again, that chord is a G minor in the bass, so G, B flat, D, and then in the top as the chord, I'm just doing that progression, so F, A flat, B flat, D, and so that's the triplet hit, so I'll go, and a rest there, another rest there, and then the last one, and then here, maybe I'll just cue John and the drums to do a cymbal hit on the downbeat of this, which is the start of section 3. So kind of there. So that would be a cymbal hit with that chord, and that chord there I'm doing an E flat, B flat, and a D flat. So this section is totally without meter and time, so there shouldn't be anything that is metered or anything that really works like as a traditional set rhythm. So what I thought on here was the guitar over this bass, again, of E flat, B flat, D flat, would be doing some sustained notes, some maybe really long notes. Drums would be doing cymbals and cymbal rolls. And there's gonna be some noodly stuff here. You'll hear piano and a bass. And then there's gonna be this woodwind part up here that always resolves on the B flat, kind of at the end of the phrase. And I was thinking, you know, Diana, if you wanted to sing in this one, to kind of experiment with it and or do some hand percussion, some bell chimes would sound really good here, kind of tingling through this sustained note. So again, guitar is doing whatever it's doing, drums, cymbals, cymbal rolls, maybe some other, again, off meter kind of stuff, some hits. And then this is kind of how it'll go. This is the top noodly melody line. So probably throughout this whole section, I'll do that like 4 times, and then in between that, there'll be some other stuff. Again, I don't know what the guitar is doing here. And that section then will kind of end after we do that, the high lick, maybe after 4 times, that'll be kind of the cue. Then what I'm gonna do is go into section 4, and I'm gonna hold kind of a B flat and an E flat up high. So we'll kind of keep that same kind of chord tone or flavor going. Section 4 then is kind of, and that last section, it kind of in C minor 7, I think. The tempo of this one, this is called the pre-show, and it'll kind of swing a little bit more. And it's kind of a Dante in terms of the tempo, so it's a really relaxed, walking kind of tempo. It's not super fast. Section 5 is more allegro and will be faster. So this is kind of smooth and slow and moving. And what'll happen is you're gonna get a bass line here going, and that's gonna be, again, keeping with C minor 7. I'll hold this kind of as a transition. It'll be E flat, B flat, and a C. Things going on in the top. So again, the bottom, the bass is E flat, B flat, C. So we're getting a definitely C minor 7 kind of flair to this. The top has an A part and the B part that I play, and I was thinking this would be a good area for Diane to sing and do some sustained notes, and specifically I'm playing this. So it's just an F, A flat, and a G. So that's the A part, which is more sustained. And then, as this is playing, I'm going to do a fast part on the top of F, A flat, B flat, D, and then you're going to recognize the F, A flat, B flat, D at the end as well. We're going to keep that, those top notes at the end. Just like that a lot. So this top part is going to have the, like, whatever that syncopation is with the bass line. So this bass line is always doing this, kind of playing with that syncopation. So I don't know how the drums would fit in with that, but then again, I'll be doing two parts, the sustained, the F, A flat, G, which again, I thought Diane could double that, or again, feel free to experiment. Maybe do the, when I'm doing the fast part. Sorry, it was hard to play that, but I think that would work. So we could try that. So again, what I'll do is I'll just comp this. And so the A part for me is going to be the sustained, and then the faster on the top. flat or not rushing the G. Kind of as a, maybe hold out the F and then the A flat a little longer and then the G come in, I think. And then I'm not sure how we'll transition, but the end of this has hits. So keep the E flat, B flat, C in the bass, and then the top will have the same chord, the F, A flat, B flat, D. And we're gonna do 4 hits on this, I believe. And then the 4th hit is gonna have an E on the top for some dissonance. So we're going to do 3 times of hitting like this with the D, and then the last one has that E, and because we got the E flat in the bass, we're getting all that nice dissonance. So it kind of creates some tension. I'm just trying to remember. I'm going to probably hold something in the right hand before I switch into the bass for the final part, the show, which is part 5, which is fast. Yeah, I'm going to hold an F and an E to create that tension. So the end, I'm not sure how we'll get to these hits, but we'll do 4. It's going to go Res 4. Oh, sorry, let me do that again. So the E is only on the last one. So let's do that again. This is number 1 of 4. Res for 4. One more. And now this is the E at the top. And I think I'm just going to hold it, and I'm going to, in the top, leave the F and the E. And at this point, if the guitar wants to do something, transitioning into this, that would totally be cool. The drums as well, whatever you think. And then there's going to be 2 parts. This is the show, this is Allegro, really fast. It's going to have the same right-hand chords for me, the F, A flat, B flat, and D. The bass is going to also be, bass is going to be a little different than the bass in number 4. Again, this is 5, the show. And so we'll be holding this sustained, and then you're going to hear 3 of these descending kind of dramatic pedal tones, E flat, D flat, down to B flat, descending. I'm going to do that 3 times. Time. And then I'm going to hold that B flat, and then John on the drums, you're going to have to do a 4 count cue, just 4 counts of drumsticks hitting, whatever you call that. And then what's going to happen is we're going to keep those descending bass lines. It's going to be an octave bass. On top of that, I'm going to be playing those same 4 notes. If I can get it right. It's a little crazy. I have to work on this part because it's like something about doing octave bass lines, like I want to do really straight time, and it seems like the right hand's doing something else, but that's what's going on. So maybe I need to just do those more staccato. Anyway, that part I gotta work on a little bit. So we're gonna do that, and I don't know how long it'll plan that. But as we've been doing, we're going to do hits at the end. We'll do the hits at the end 4 times, and we're going to keep those same tones on the hits. So we're going to keep those the same bass going on these hits, and I'm going to change with each hit. The top is going to be that same chord, the F, A flat, B flat, D. We're going to do that 4 times, and then the last one I'll kind of do a cue to do the sustain chord that we're going to have. Yeah. So, oh, and I was going to say in between each of these, there'll be a little noodly thing again. So again, do that 4 times. So there's a rest in between each of those. This is the 3rd time. 4th. And now here I'm keeping the B flat in the bass, and here I'm taking out the A flat. So make it more of a G minor, pure G minor. And then I'm gonna do like a little deal here. And then down here, so that's like a little Gershwin stuff at the end. And then we're gonna do one final hit. And the only difference is to give it some dissonance, we're gonna add an E natural at the top. So we'll just go like that. Maybe that was a little, let me do that once more. So we're holding that. And then I'm doing, I've got an F, so I got the 7 going on. And then, just trying to remember how I fingered this. Like that, I guess. Yeah, the E for one last hit. So it'll just kind of do this. We'll hold it, and then we'll cue a hit, and that's it. So yeah, I don't know. It's kind of got some crazy stuff, but it was just fun to work on and kind of challenging to work on some of these parts. So yeah, let me know what you think, and we could maybe try it out. Okay, cool.